Hey, this is Chad, Chiefs Chat with the guys. Hey, let's talk about the upcoming AFC Championship game tonight. But before we do that, let's talk about the Texans game, the divisional round. Now, one thing that has been on my mind, and a lot of Chiefs fans' mind, and non-Chiefs fans' minds, can't talk this morning, I just got off work, I've been working a 12-hour shift, is the refs. Are they bought by Kansas City? No, they're not. Because that means your team, if you're a non Kansas City Chiefs fan, is a part of it. They're allowing it to happen. And if you really think that, maybe you shouldn't watch. So, anyway, let's get right to it. The Texans were being watched because what they did to Trevor Lawrence, okay, the Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback, was going into a slide, and it was clear as day what he was doing, and they knocked his head off. So, in that case, when you do something like that, your team is put on notice, and your team is being watched. Kind of like ours, and our offensive right tackle that always gets called for lining off sides or whatnot. He's always being watched because he's trying to get advantage of getting back. But I think that hurts you more often than not. But that's a different video for a different day. So the Texans, all right, are complaining that the refs, they knew that they were going to come in and fight in the refs. Look, he's a star quarterback, and you are leading with your helmet. The first one smacked him right in the face mask. Definitely a penalty. Two, the second one was him coming down, forearmed him in the back of the head, and tapped with a helmet. Look, if you lead with the helmet, if you're falling down, you don't have to be coming down like this. You can be coming down like without your head coming down. If he's falling down, all you have to do is touch him. You don't have to even go down with him. He's evidently sliding. Look, I know a 300-pound man, if he's going in one direction, it's hard for him to stop. I get it. But you still can control your head in that moment. Here's my point. John Elway, Montana, Brady, any star quarterback, if a team puts him in, some type of injury protocol or takes him out for the season, you're not going to be a very happy camper. And that's going to limit your chances of going to the playoffs or winning the playoffs. I'd rather fan bases be mad at the Chiefs or at the refs for protecting our quarterback, okay? I'd rather them just be mad. I know that Mr. Mahomes tried to get one called on the sideline flopping, and I think he learned his lesson. He don't need to be doing that crap. I agree with that one. However, I'm not mad about it. If they give him penalties, so what? I'm going to be like, dummies. But, Josh Allen flops. These other great players flop. In the NBA, you know who flops. The king does it, right? LeBron James. Does that mean they're crappy players? No, that means they're good players and they're smart. And if you use the rules to your advantage in a game, that means you're a smart player. Does that make it kind of crappy for the other teams? Why, sure it does. But it's not a good look. So I don't think you'll ever see that again. However, they need to protect the quarterbacks. All right, the helmets are especially head to head, and I'm okay with other fan bases hating my team. Look, I hated the Patriots for years. Now I get it. Now I get why I hated them, and I was on the other side of it. And it sucked being on this side now that people talk crap about you. And some of these sports broadcasters are, they're fans of other teams. And they're allowed to say that and say, oh, I hate the Chiefs, I hate them, they're going to lose, and blah, blah, blah. That's just the way it is. Another thing is, like, for his Chiefs Kingdom here, or the Red Kingdom as they call us, you got all Chiefs up. You have, how about those Chiefs? You have RGR football. You have Chiefs Concerns. You have a couple other ones. Chiefs Concepts. You have Shaggy. You have, and then Shaggy Shane's on the Alliance, whatever those guys are. They're good too. I watch them. Sorry if I butchered your name. Again, subscribe, like, join. Really trying to make our mark on here. We're not as good as the other guys yet, but we're getting there. So my partner Bill will be making a video shortly here. So the Texans game, let's go back to it. There were calls. Those calls I think were legit. Now, let me tell you something. There were 2 catches that the Texans made that I don't think were catches. I think there were BS calls, especially the one going on the right side, and he's bobbling and he's going out of bounds. He never had control of that ball. That was a bad call. The other one was kind of, I don't know. That I don't think it was a catch, but it was closer than the one on the right side where he's bobbling and he never had control. Otherwise, the one that Holiday Brown caught, he had it in his grasp and he's down. He hit the ground and the defender scooped it off of him after he hit the ground and made contact with him. So the play would have been dead and he would have been down by contact. So we got screwed on that, and then they got those 2 catching calls. They sit here all day, and then there's definitely holding calls on our defensive line because we were getting through, and they weren't called. So I can sit here and say, well, the refs were just trying to keep you in the game. So all in all, this back and forth, just try to enjoy a game, man. Don't always agree with the refs. But if you're going to sit here and do that, if you really think that, then maybe you got to take a break from the NFL for a while. So moving on to the Buffalo Bills game. They seem to have our number in the regular season. However, I think we play a very standard brand of football when we play them. I'm not saying we're playing to lose, but I don't think we're showing everything, and I don't think we're. I think we're just testing the waters with them, what works and what doesn't work. So when we come back, because we're going to play them in the playoffs, then we come with everything in the kitchen sink to the other games, and now we're pretty much fully healthy. Our team will function different and better. So as far as offensively, got to get our receivers involved. And I think the best way you can do that is short passes, 2-second release, and get some yak. Get them going like that. All right? What I don't want to see is Patrick Mahomes drifting back in the pocket 9-10 yards and holding on to the ball and them teeing off on him. I don't want to see that. Every once in a while, he's got to be clutch and do something like that. The way you get in a rhythm, though, I think that he didn't do that last game. He still made a good clutch play. The one where he's horizontal and hitting Kelsey in the end zone, that was cool. I like those type of plays, but I want to be able to see clean plays, though, too. Got to get Kareem Hunt running downhill. Got to get him going. And I see Patrick Mahomes using his legs today as well, getting us first down. You see open field, hit it, man. Just get that first down. I don't know about you guys, but one thing that really bothers me, okay, is when you do need a first down, okay, and let's say it's 7 yards. 3rd down and 7. Your play calling, it's got to be better for the Chiefs. Okay? Don't go 3 yards. Okay? Those are when you take the yak yards out. Because your playbook opens up when you have all 4 of your downs, right? But when you need the first down from a 3rd down and you need 7 yards, you need to go 7 yards. Your receivers need to go at least 7 yards. Okay? So you can get the first down. So many times I've seen him throw the ball and you're 1 yard short, 2 yards short. No, 7 yards. Unless if you developed in the game already that something's been working all day, go where the sticks are at. All right? Again, if you're starting at first down, you don't always have to do that. You can go 3 or 4 yards because you have, your whole set of downs. But again, if you have 7 yards 3rd down, it really drives me crazy when they throw 3 yards and the guy gets instantly hit. So offensively, keys. Run the balls. Got to have a decent running game, okay? We are, we pass the ball. We know that. We're a passing team. But you got to get Kareem Hunt going to help you out. 2, get that ball out quick, Mahomes. And get your receivers going. Travis Kelce. Get him going. I think he's going to have a big game. I think Holiday Brown should have a big game. Worthy should be involved. I think he will be. I think Worthy is going to be pissed that the Buffalo Bills said, we're going to give our arch rival to them because we don't think you're worth a crap. That's going to be an interesting storyline. Get Hopkins involved. Where were they at last game? I would like to see Mahomes have a big day passing. I really would. I'd like to see him have a lot of touchdowns. But if it's better to have a running game that you're running that ball in and punching it in for Kareem Hunt, if that's what's going to have you win, you got to make those field goals that you usually do into touchdowns. This is I'm just waiting to win, our offense to have an A+ game. And they can, but I think it's play calling. Buffalo's defense is good, but they don't have the front 7 that the Texans did. That doesn't mean you disrespect them. You got to go out there and have a solid game against them. And the secondary, have to attack that secondary. So offensively, that's where I'm at with that. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Defensively, got to put pressure on Allen. That's first and foremost. Account for him. Make him throw off scheduled throws all game. Now, don't get me wrong. He will make some plays, but if you can do that and at least turn him over once or twice, I think we win this game. So, I'm picking the Chiefs by 8. Got to put pressure on Allen. Get in his face. Get a spy on him where he can't run like he wants to. Get the pressure on him. Let me ask you a question. Who do you think the pressure's on? Yes, we're trying to go for this three-peat. But who do you think the pressure is really on? Mahomes or Allen? Enjoy the game. Either way, win or lose. I'll be happy with our boys because they won 3 Super Bowls. They won back-to-back. I would like to see them make history. That would be awesome. We'll see, though. Like I said, I'm wanting to see the Chiefs win by 8 or more points. That'd be awesome. I'll take the 3-point win, but I want to see a little bit more dominance. Go Chiefs. Enjoy the game. We'll talk about the game and the results of it. Go Chiefs.